Hey guys, Tiny Ethan here. Do you believe in werewolves? What if I told you that I convinced my entire school into thinking that I was one? Come, gather around the fireplace. We're going to talk about deception, all in the name of humor. Join me as we go through the Werewolf Chronicles. And if you like the video, don't be shy to like or subscribe. And with that out of the way, I would like us to take a trip. A trip back in time. It all started on a random day of my second semester of sophomore year in high school. This was a normal day, a day like any other. However, I was very bored and wanted to find a new way to interact with my classmates. I had thought of times where I acted out as a different person, and I remembered that my friends and classmates thought it was funny when I did that. Examples include an NPC or a quiet kid, things that would be weird to see in a public school setting. When it comes to things like this, I don't care if it's embarrassing or not. I just want to see my friends laugh and have fun memories of me totally humiliating myself. So I sat there in my desk wondering, what could I act as next? Then it clicked. I had seen that there was a full moon recently and wanted to reenact that. So I got on my school computer and searched for the moon phases. I wanted to find out when the next full moon was. To my surprise, there was one within a week. So, as I sat there at my desk, a classmate next to me asked for a pencil. At that moment, I immediately started growling and acting aggressive in an animalistic way. I proceeded to put my hand over my head and say in a dark voice, "The full moon is near." It got a few chuckles, but I didn't really think anything of it and left it alone for a little bit. Then I realized this was the perfect opportunity for a reoccurring joke. You see, in the past, when I acted like an NPC, for example, that's funny, but that joke died within a month. But this joke revives itself every month. It's perfect. Now, every once in a while, I would always pretend to be some sort of wolf or vampire or any typical Halloween creature. I always did that. But full moons? I had never thought about that. Now, at first, the full moon thing didn't really click with everyone. Even today, it's not everyone's cup of tea. However, in May, and pardon me for my lack of a better analogy, the wolf had found its prey. You see, early in May, Band was having its end of the year trip. Shut up about Band? This is like your second video talking about it already? Give it a rest, man. Seriously, you're running out of ideas. Yes, I realize this is the second time on my YouTube channel that I've talked about band trips. And I know for everyone else who's not in band, that's pretty boring. But bear with me, or wolf with me, because this is actually really important to the story. Okay, so we're back at the fireplace if you haven't noticed already. Don't ask me why the sound of the fire has been going on throughout the video, because I have no idea why. So on this trip, everyone was bored on the way there. You know, your phone can only get you so far, and while the movies were fun, that we ran out of them eventually. So this is when I come in. You see, this werewolf thing had only really been a thing with certain friends. I couldn't act like a werewolf in front of just everyone, you know. So I decide, okay, this is when the werewolf takes stage for everyone to see. So I did. I acted like a werewolf almost the entire way to our destination. I wasn't trying to be annoying, but to some I might have been. But for most of the people in that bus, it was legendary. You had two types of people. people who egged me on, and people who jokingly tried to stop the werewolf, going so far as to bring silver to my seating area, which, let's just say they're not around to tell the tale anymore. I'm getting sidetracked. Anyways, everyone at the bus loved the joke, and they brought it back to school with them. Now, I'm a man of many nicknames. Shemu, Ethussy, to name a few. But believe me when I say this, I've never had as many nicknames in my life as when I was a werewolf. Alpha, Alpha Wolf, Alpha Ethan, Ethan the Alpha, Alpha Dog, Wolfgang, to name a few, all combined with each other in various orders. Many different people approaching me in the hallways, asking me if I could bark or howl for them at the moon, reminding me when the next full moon is, or saying that they found my werewolf playlist, which I thought I kept hidden. It became clear to me that this was more than an inside joke, and it became a public phenomenon. Buckle your seatbelts, folks, because I'm just scratching the surface. Wait until I tell you about the impact this had on my English class. You see, people in band, they loved it. But English class left no crumbs. I became someone else. I became a true werewolf. Even so far as getting the whole class to howl when the teacher was away. When my teacher found out, well, she was amazed, astonished at the feats I had accomplished with my alter ego of a werewolf. From that day forward, I was no longer called Ethan. I was known as the Alpha. Now you may be listening to this and thinking that it's all going to my head, and that I'm starting to think that I'm actually a werewolf. Well, I don't think. I know. Jokes aside, I never really took it seriously. Some may accuse me of taking it seriously, but I never did. This whole time it was just for fun. Now, the impact it had was seriously impressive, but it wasn't serious in and of itself. Unfortunately, summer is approaching, and the werewolf joke will most likely die, as I'll have no one to tell it to anymore. But I can hope one thing for you. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Many people say that this will bring you fame or wealth or status, but that's not what's important. This little werewolf joke has given me the opportunity to make new friendships and rekindle friendships that I kind of forgot I even had. I know it's corny, but it's true. Why let things that aren't true about yourself bother you? Why care what other people think when they'll probably forget what you did in like a month? So, don't be afraid to try new things or put yourself out there. After all, what is a wolf if he doesn't chase after his prey? Hey guys, normal-sized Ethan here. Thank you so much for making it this far in the video. It really means a lot to me. If you enjoyed it, feel free to like or subscribe. Less than 10% of my viewers are actually subscribed to me. I want to change that percentage. So, if you like what you see from my channel, feel free to subscribe. And with that, I want to say thank you for watching. It is 6 in the morning. No, I did not wake up early to make this. I stayed up until 6 in the morning to make this. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a nice day.